Hello, happy Thursday. Yep, it's the 3rd of December. Now, I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but it actually looks pretty miserable. It's raining, it's cold, and I've had to put my woolly hat on. Yep, but so today is all about getting rid of those winter blues and having a good old sing-song. And yep, as you can see, I've got my baubles Christmas top on and my woolly hat. So yeah, today is all about exploring some Christmas carols. Is it too early? It's never too early, is it, for a good old Christmas carol session? And I think for me, Christmas, I don't know. My favourite thing about Christmas is the carols and the music. So I tell you today, I want to hear from you. Tell me what your favourite carols are. And I tell you, today I'm going to share with you some of my favourite hits. And actually, one of them is going to be performed again in a big old carol service on Sunday. And I'm hoping that many of you will join us for that good old knees up sing song. So today is a bit of a prelude to that, gearing up to that lovely event on Sunday. But before we do anything, I definitely need to warm up. I can tell you, in these winter months, I need to get my body going a little bit more. So let's rub our hands. Rub our hands really fast. And stop. I can't feel the tingles yet, so I'm going to do it again. Please say hello to me if you're there. Send me little messages. Oh, yes. Shake your hands out. Shake. I'm sitting down, so I'm just going to run on the spot. Yep. Do a bit of Usain Bolt. On the spot, yeah, like this, okay, and I'm gonna make sure that my feet are hip width apart, and I'm just gonna wiggle my toes. Yes, get my toes wiggled. I'm gonna just shake my knees a little bit. Shake my knees. Make sure they're sort of soft. I don't want any sort of strains and stresses there. Yep, make sure they're soft, and then I'm gonna wiggle my bottom a bit, and then go up to my chest. I know, a little bit of a shimmy. As we always know, no workshop is complete without a shimmy. Now let's go to our shoulders and let's roll our shoulders back for 4. I know I always do this, but I find it helpful. Just gets my sort of awareness of my upper body, which is really important when you're singing. So let's go back for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then going forward for 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's take our shoulders up to our ears like this, breathing in. And then when we drop our shoulders, we make a sort of horsey noise like this. Oh yeah, try that again. Up we go. And horsey noise. And can we do one of these? Oh yeah, that's going to get us all sort of alive. We may use this a little bit later in one of the moves. And could we do one of these? Oh yes, one of these. Just get different parts of our bodies coordinating together. And just, can we all just sting out our tongues? Ah. Absolutely great. Hi, Angela. Hi, raining typically. You have your Christmas hat on. Yeah, can you see it? I love my Christmas hat. I think I've had it a couple of... I very rarely wear it, actually, but I love it, and it's keeping me very warm. Yes, thank you, Angela. Thank you for acknowledging my Christmas hat. And can I have your jumper? Angela, you can't have my jumper. No, no. I mean, I'd love to give it to you, but I can't, because I want it. I know. This was a gift to me. Someone gave it to me as a prezi. But I'm glad you like it. It's fun, isn't it? Anyway, slightly different. Anyway, so let's just make a few vocal noises just to get us working as a team, as a company. And I'm going to start with a yes. And I'm going to put my hand on my chest to feel the vibrations here. It should shake a little bit. And now with that, I'm going to go up and down. Yeah, just exploring, going up and down in my voice. Just making sure that my voice doesn't sort of break. We don't want any gear changes. So making it as smooth as possible. A few more messages are coming in. Hi, Helen Gregory. Hi there, Martin Rivers. Good morning, Rob. Good morning to you. Could you say the word sing? Yes, sing. Could you drop off the yes and then you have a ing? And then if you drop off the I, you have a And this sort of is a sort of a sirening technique. And we're just going to go start high. Going up and down, exploring all the highs and lows in your voice. Could you just give me a little, hot potato breath? Yeah, got hot potato in your mouth. Can you see what it does to my face? It makes my eyes really alert. That lovely shape in my face, drop jaw, pivoted back, which creates lots of space at the back, which we need when we're singing. Yeah, exactly, hot potato. And sometimes some friends of mine call it hot potato. I always like a breath of surprise, that you're imagining someone famous coming into the room, so you can imagine who that person is. Helen Gray, your hat is really cute. Can I just, my attire today is getting a lot of praise. It's taken a lot of work to get here, I can tell you. Okay, now just find your belly buttons. And find an inch beneath your belly button. Hi, Philip. Hi, Mr. Jones. Philip Jones, good to hear from you. Inch beneath your belly button, and we're just going to make these noises. Off you go. And a zzz, and a zzz. And let's just play around with those sounds. Can you feel that little pulsing down there? Brilliant. Now, today is all about sharing some Christmas carols that I love. Now, you may not like them. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry if you don't like them. But I really like them. I like these ones. And the first one maybe sounds a little like it's a little bit premature, and it's called A New Year Carol. I know, we've only just got to December and I'm already talking about New Year. Don't know. This is sort of like a little folksy number. And every year I sort of rediscover it. I just find it really touching and really sweet. And I think it's based on a Welsh folk tune, and like much of the music we look at, I think I even talked about it last week. A lot of the music we look at, it does have roots in folk music, and there's something very earthing about that. There's something very sort of earthing. It sort of comes from, surroundings and experience, as opposed to sort of being sort of coming from our heads. It comes from a real sort of like passing on between people. And I think this has this feel, and it's been adapted by a composer called Benjamin Britten. Now, some of you may know Benjamin Britten. Some of you may have seen Peter Grimes. It's an opera. Billy Budd. I know if you are in part of the Manchester groups, or maybe Nottingham groups, you may have gone to see, or Newcastle actually, you may have gone to see Peter Grimes or Billy Budd, because I know Opera North did it up there. And I know we've looked at bits of this music. So Benjamin Britten wrote this piece, and I'm just going to sing one verse of it, and the words are up. So just follow the words, and just get into the groove. Starts with this lovely sort of rocking, lilting sort of music, yeah? Goes like this. Here we go. Here we bring the water from the well so clear, for to worship God with this happy new year. Sing levy to, the water and the wine, the salmon bright gold wise, and the bugles that do shine. Now I love this. Do you know, I love this rocking feeling, yeah? We may play with that idea in a moment. But let's just learn the tune, yes? Some lovely words in there, lovely words to say, like water, well, yeah, lovely worship, happy new year, levy dew, sing levy dew. So the actual, the chorus of this, the levy dew bit, I think I'm right in saying this, and please correct me if I'm wrong, or you think I'm wrong. I think this is about when people used to go to like either a service, or they would celebrate Christmas in some way. They would always bring a gift, and I think the levy dew, the water and the wine, it's that people bringing gifts as part of the celebration. I suppose similar to like the Thanksgiving feel we had last week, yeah? Anyway, let's learn the melody. It goes like this. Here we bring new water from the well so clear. Just actually, there's only 4 notes. There's only 4 notes in that little melody. Listen again. Beautiful. Here we bring new water from the well so clear. Try it with me. Here we bring new water from the well so clear. Next bit. For to worship God with this happy new year. Listen again. For to worship God with this happy new year. Very sort of easy feel about it. Shall I do the whole thing and you just sing along? I'll add the accompaniment because I love it. Here we bring you water from the well so clear, for to worship God with this happy new year. Should we try it again? Let's try it again. So I suppose it is a religious song in some ways. I don't necessarily see it in that way. If you feel that connection to the music, that's great. But if you're not religious at all, I think it's like a folk tune. That's how I see it. Here we go. Breathing in. Here we bring you water from the well so clear, for to worship God with this happy new year. How did you get on? How did you get on? Tell me. Nice, isn't it? It's really it's quite soothing, isn't it? And comforting. So, let's learn the chorus. Sing levy Jew, sing levy Jew. Try that. Sing levy Jew, sing levy Jew. Next bit. The water and the wine. Now the next bit, it goes a little higher in our voices. Don't freak out though. You just have to prepare ourselves. Prepare ourselves. Just listen. The 7 bright gold wires and the bugles urge to shine. So it does that. Wah! This is a big note. So so you really dig deep. We explored that connection to our sort of abdomens down here, the lower abdomen around here. That's what we really need to connect with when we sing that high note. And I tell you what also is useful. When you sing wires, really think about that wahs, yeah? If you go wise, that will hurt your throat. So really stick on that first vowel, which is a wah, wah. And that's the same for whenever you sing high. If you try and sing in a sort of a ah vowel, it'll help you connect with the higher end of your voice. So let's just look at that second bit of the chorus. The 7 bright gold wires and the bugles urge to shine. Can you try that with me? Let's enjoy it. Don't freak out about it. Here we go. The 7 bright gold wires and the bugles urge to shine. Should we do the whole chorus? Just listen. Just acquaint yourself with it. Just get into the groove. Don't worry about it. If you think this is not for you, just sit back and enjoy the rocking element of this piece, yeah? Sing levy Jew, the water and the wine, the 7 bright gold wires and the bugles urge to shine. Should we put the whole song together? But then I want to try something else with it. Oh yes, Streetwise opera. We always want to be adventurous, don't we? From the top, here we go. Here we bring you water from the well so clear, for to worship God with this happy new year. Sing levy Jew, the water and the wine, the 7 bright gold wires and the bugles urge to shine. Lovely work. Angela. Anita, I need to know that I'm sitting here singing this and I'm wearing reindeer antlers, reindeer with my little deer fawn in the deer. So I stole them from the dog. And do you know what, Anita? I'm so glad you're sitting here in antlers and listening to this song and you've nicked something from the dog. That poor dog. Yes. Anyway, Anita, thanks for sharing that with us. Loving it. Okay, listen to these chords. Do you know what we like to do in Streetwise? We like to sort of improvise a bit, make up our own tune, yeah? Whatever. This folk song in Britain may have come up with this kind of melody. Who cares about that? Let's make up our own melody. So, you can do anything you like. You could just stick on long notes. You could just play around with it in some way and just move around. And if you hit a note which is a bit of a thumb note, move on. So, I'm going to try something. I want you to have a go. Just listen to these chords, and I want you just to try something out. I don't mind if you dance around the room, fling your arms around, and just have a little explore. Here we go. How'd you get on? Tell me, I want to hear from you. Tell me, how was that? It's quite freeing, isn't it? There's kind of no wrong. And also, it just gives us a different perspective on this piece, which I love. You know, it just makes us think differently about the music in some way. Now, I want to share with you another sort of carol, another song really, which I used to sing as a little wee lad a long time ago. Yes, when I was a little boy soprano, I used to sing this number. And as I've grown up, well, kind of grown up, I sing it. I've started singing it again, and I really love it. And I'm going to sing it to you, and you just follow on with the words. There's 4 verses actually in this piece, but actually we're just going to look at 2 today, and they're exactly the same notes for each verse. Okay, so I thought, yeah, let's tackle 2 verses, and it starts like this. I love this accompaniment. It's got a sense of sort of motion and moving. Here we go. As I walked down the road at set of sun, the lambs were coming homewards one by one. I heard a she-bell softly calling them along the little road to Bethlehem. Can you see that? There's something about this. You're on a journey, yes? And I suppose you were on a little journey, but we're also telling a story, yeah? There's a real narrative in this piece, which I really love. Some lovely words. I walked down the road at set of sun. The lambs were coming homewards one by one. There's something about that, one by one. And not just, you know, that the lambs were coming homewards, but one by one. Can you imagine them all in a little line coming together? It already sort of conjures up lovely images in my mind, and hopefully in yours. I heard a sheep bell softly calling them, softly, it's a lovely word to say, softly calling them along the little road to Bethlehem. And this is a piece called The Little Road to Bethlehem, and it's by a composer called Michael Head. Check him out, he wrote some really beautiful tunes. Kim says, great songs today. Thanks, Kim. I'm glad you like my choices. Good. These are kind of like, this is like my sort of carol hit parade. I know. But, you know, I want to know what you like. Tell me. Okay, so the melody goes like this. As I walked down the road at set of sun. A little bit like the last piece, you know, the New Year Carol. The melody is actually just how many notes? Not that many notes in that really, is it? Just going up and then down a little bit. As I walked down the road at set of sun. The next bit. The lambs were coming homewards one by one. Try that. The lambs were coming homewards one by one. Great. Philip Jones says, I love this carol. Jacqueline says, lovely. Do you know what? Great, I'm loving it. Okay, should we put those phrases together? And I have to put the introduction in. Because it helps me feel the music, yeah? Helps me feel the smoothness, because it's quite wordy at the beginning, but we still need to make it really smooth, yes? Do you remember that word legato? Yeah, Italian word. Here we go. As I walked down the road at set of sun, the lambs were coming homewards one by one. Beautiful. Jacqueline says, I love Hark the Herald Angels Sing. So do I. Now, the next bit goes like this. I heard a she-bell softly calling them. There's a calling them. It's got a bit of a, oh yeah. It's like what we call a triplet, but it's got that little, oh yeah, a little roll of the shoulders in there, yes? I heard a she-bell softly calling them. Try that. I heard a she-bell softly calling them. And the last bit of this first verse is, along the little road to Bethlehem. Sing that, here we go. Along the little road to Bethlehem. We just cracked the first verse. Now messages are coming in thick and fast. Jacqueline says, Silent Night, Deck the Halls. Jacqueline, you've got a lot of hits. Anita says, Lula, Lula, thy little tiny child. Oh, yeah, do you know what? I love that one too. Or anything with peace in it. Anything with that lovely message. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing about carols, isn't it? They have a real sort of message in there. Sort of often a hopeful message, you know, particularly in these dark months, you know. It kind of lifts our spirits. And this is what today's about. Should we do verse 1? The intro started. The piece has started. Yes, I'm sitting up. Really broad across my chest. Bit of air under your pits. And off we go. As I walked down the road at set of sun, the lambs were coming homewards one by one. I heard a she-bell softly calling them along the little road to Bethlehem. Philip says, I love the little drummer boy. Yeah, gorgeous. Oh, my goodness me. It's a Christmas playing Heart the Herald with the Descant. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Can we try something? I want to do verse 2. And I want, the tune is exactly the same, but the words are different. Can we see how we get on with sort of putting new words to the same melody? I think we're going to be able to do it. Okay, so there's a little intro, getting us in the mood. Beside an open door as I drew nigh, I heard sweet Mary sing a lullaby. She sang about the lambs at close of day, and rocked a tiny king among the hay. How did we get on with the new words but the same theme? I know, similar feel. There's one bit I love. And rocked her tiny king among the hay. There's something there, something really nurturing about this piece. Really lovely to sing. Should we just try it? Just check that we're sort of aligning the words with the music. Louise Brooke says, in the bleak midwinter. Love that. Do you know what? I can't speak. In the bleak midwinter. There's 2 versions. Yeah. So maybe I like both versions, actually. If you think you know one version, check out the other one. Yeah, get on the internet if you're able to and check out the other one. You may like that one as well. There's 2 in the bleak midwinters, just to keep us on our toes. Hello. Susie says hello. Hello, Susie. Good to hear from you. So let's put verse 2 together. Here we go. Beside an open door as I drew nigh, I heard sweet Mary sing a lullaby. Is that okay? The same melody with the different words? She sang about the lambs at close of day. That jazzy moment, close of day. Here's a bit of shoulder to help you with that. And rocked a tiny king among the hay. That last line, oh, just imagine you're rocking something. It just sometimes, you know this anyway, don't you? Just putting an action to a piece of music, particularly when you're learning it, sometimes helps you just get into the zone. It just keeps that sense of flow, which we really need. Shall we put this song together? Because we've got another song to learn before the end. Okay, everyone ready? Remember, as soon as the music starts, the piano starts, the song starts, yeah? Here we go, smiling. Breath of surprise. Maybe Father Christmas has just entered the room. Here we go. As I walked down the road at set of sun, the lambs were coming homewards one by one. I
I heard a she-bell softly calling them along the little road to Bethlehem. Verse 2, here we go. Beside an open door as I drew nigh, I heard sweet Mary sing a lullaby. She sang about the lambs at close of day, and walked a tiny king among the hay.
That is 2 verses of the Little Road to Bethlehem. Now, in fact, there's 4 verses, so go and listen to the other ones. The 3rd verse sort of has this big old high note in it. Go and have a listen. I'm sure there's clips on YouTube or Spotify or whatever you're able to listen to. And then the last verse is exactly the same as the first verse. That's the Little Road to Bethlehem. Look, I've sung it so much, it's battered. Great. Moving on. Now, guys, we are moving to a completely different genre. Now, I was told today that the song we're going to look at now was sung by Bing Crosby. I didn't know that. Learning things all the time. And it's a song called Mele Kalikimaka. Now, when I say Mele Kalikimaka, it kind of does something to my mouth. It makes me all like... It's got those lovely consonants. Could you say it? Mele Kalikimaka. And apparently, in Hawaii, they say this and it means Happy Christmas. Now, I don't know that as a fact. So I could be lying, but just go with me. Is that all right? So, Mele Kalikimaka. Now, when I start doing that, my mouth feels all alive and excited by it. But also my shoulders and my hips. Oh, yeah. Mele Kalikimaka. My bobble is going like this too. It's so excited about this song. Now, I would suggest we all get in our swimming costumes because we're all supposed to be in Hawaii. But it's a little chilly today, isn't it? So, I wouldn't do that. Another little message. It's true. So this... I don't know what that means. Anyway, a message has come through from the Streetwise office saying it's true. I don't know what that means. So this is a song that we are going to be singing on Sunday as part of our carol service. So this is a little sort of a little taster to get us into the mood. Now, some of you will know this song already. And I'm just going to sing it through. And you just have a little jig round your rooms and enjoy yourselves. And it goes like this. Upbeat, fun. So different to the other carols. That's why I love carols. They're so varied. Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars by night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaiian's way to say Merry Christmas to you. So I got a little frog in my throat halfway through. Wasn't a very nice sound that was. Who knows that song? Who knows that song? Can you say it's upbeat? It's great, isn't it? So the first bit goes like this. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. Try that. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. Now, because it's Streetwise, no carol is complete without a move. And I've come up with some fantastic ones, and I think Strictly Come Dancing are going to be knocking at my door. It goes like this. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. Yeah, eat your heart out, Strictly. Yep, okay. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. Got it? Okay, next bit. That's the island greeting that we send to you. There's a little bit of a sneaky moment before saying. There's a little break. That's the island greeting that we send to you. Little grab. So enjoy that. That's the island greeting that we send to you. So what can we do for that? That's the island greeting that we send to you. One of these, yeah, little action. From the land where palm trees sway. Now, this is when we channel Elvis. Give me a little bit of a swing. Oh, yes. So, from the top, shall I go? Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. And you can do any actions you do, but I'm doing one of these, channeling my Elvis. I'm the worst Elvis impersonator ever, so don't listen to me. Next bit. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. Should we do that? Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day. I know that stars by night. Should we put that together? So, here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day. I know that stars by night. The last bit. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaiian's way to say Merry Christmas to you. So that's the actions. How are we doing with the actions? Let me know. Are you loving the choreography? It's taken me years to come up with that. Yes, I hope you're proud of them. And the melody. How are we getting on? How are we getting? Shall I just do the whole thing? So why don't we just piece it together a little bit? We've got a bit of time. So first time maybe just focus on the melody and the words. And the second time, let's just add those moves. Yes? Upbeat. Here we go. Smiling. Breath of surprise. Yes, Santa's just entered the room. Here we go. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars by night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaiian's way to say Merry Christmas to you. How do we get on? How do we get on? I want to hear from you. How do you get on? Are you dancing around your rooms in your bubble hats or your antlers? Here we go. Let's try it again. This time, let's try and add maybe a few more moves. Maybe the first time you're thinking, oh my goodness me, I wasn't anywhere. But let's try and build it up slowly, okay? This is going to be a performance. Okay, this is going to be a take. Here from the top. Smiling. Full of Christmas cheer. Yes, we're all on the beach in Hawaii. I know, it's a bit of a stretch to think that, but let's go with it. Here we go. 1, 2, and off we go. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars by night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaiian's way to say Merry Christmas to you. And the last time we'll do it, we'll do Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaiian's way to say Merry Christmas, a very Merry Christmas, a very Merry Christmas to you. So guys, that is a little prelude to one of the songs we're going to be doing on Sunday. And I'm going to be joined by the lads of Nottingham and also by Emily teaching a few numbers. So that's one of the numbers. And I think we may do those moves. If you've got any suggestions for other moves, let me know now. So guys, I think that's the end of the session. Thank you for joining me and thank you for listening to me share some of my favourite carols. I hope your spirits have been lifted and that the rain will also lift soon. Hopefully, see you on Sunday. Bye for now.